Hello everyone, this is Yungang Wu with Labii. Today I want to provide you a demo of the risk assessment application in Labii. The risk assessment application including 6 different kind of tables. The first one is called risk assessment. The risk assessment is a group of risks assessed for a product or component. The second table is called risks. So the risks are individual risk entries, and then as you can see, it actually shows up different kind of risk over here, and then it usually associated with the risk assessment directly. Then the third table is called risk controls. The risk control is the defined control measures to mitigate risks, and then each of these is actually linked with some certain risks, as you see from here, as well as the standards. The fourth one is called risk standards. Basically, the risk standards is the regulatory standards linked to the risk or test. So as you see here, we have the ISO 14971, and of course, you can add more standards as you need it. The fifth table is called risk components. The risk components are variable parts or different kind of parts of the device that you want to test. The last table is called risk tests. The risk test is the test performed to verify safety or effectiveness of the risk control. Usually to using this kind of apps, you will start with the risk assessments. And then once I open the risk assessment, you will see I already have one added to the system. This one is called Smart Heart V2.1. So let's open it, and then you will see some basic information about this kind of project, and then it includes the data range, and then who is testing it. And then underneath of the sections, the first section is called overall risk summary, so you can provide whatever summaries you have. It will actually include different kind of components that you want to test, including this will include different kind of tabs, what kind of material, and what nodes you have. Moving forward, for each of the components you have, you can create different kind of risks. Like, for example, the battery overheating, and then this will include what's the test status, initial severity, and then initial likelihood. It will also give you the initial risk level by automatic calculation. After testing, you can put in the residential severity, residential likelihood, and then the system will do another automatic calculation for the residential risk levels. And then next one, you will see a list of the risk controls you have, and then each of the controls is linked to some certain risks, as well as the standards that it need to be compliant with. The risk test also displayed is actually linked with the risk control directly to show you which control. Usually one control can have more than one test, and then this will include in the testing tab, test date, who performed the test, and what the result going to look like. And the last one is the different kind of documents you have to related to this risk assessment. So that's basically the overall summary and a quick demo about the risk assessment functions in Labii. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.